Hiya folks, JD here, and over the past few days, 3 days, we've looked at drone simulators to sort of alleviate those days where you can't fly, you aren't going to fly inside, you can't fly inside, you can't fly outside, you've got nothing but bad weather, and you think to yourself, well, what are you going to do? So we recapped, we went back over to a couple of, actually 3 different drone simulators, looked at them, I give you my thoughts on them up to that point. Since then I've been playing them a bit more, and now I want to give you my top 5 RC simulators. So this is going to be for planes, helicopters, cars, quads, my top 5, including my final pick, what I think out of the 5 that I choose is the best one. Alright then my friends, let's get to it. So, these are in no particular order. First off, we have Drone Simulator. Now, Drone Simulator is a free app. It's available on iOS, and it allows you to pilot a multitude of different quadcopters and hexacopters, and allows you to fly through gates like you would with any sort of small FPV game. Or you can just have a free flight and just fly around. The controls are good. The response is good as well. I didn't find that it was too dissimilar to actually flying a quadcopter. I found that it did actually have some good traits. Some annoying aspects though, that you can't decrease your throttle very, very easily, and it takes an absolute age with this small CX-10 to get to the gates. But all in all, I enjoyed using it. Next up, we have Drone on My Phone, which is more of a challenge type game where you have your basic skills, you have other challenges of how you can actually use this properly, such as flying inside boxes, holding your quadcopter and hovering so that you can actually advance to the next stages. There are lots of different levels. I've got up to about level 9 on this particular thing, on this particular part, and it's quite fun. I found that it has gotten a very large annoying factor, but once you do complete a challenge, you can then move on to the next one. This is by far my favourite one, the Your Challenge. I found this to be quite fun. Next we have Sky Viper Flight Simulator. You can choose lots of different quadcopters, you can modify them, have guards on, guards off. You go through lots of different scenarios, you can unlock challenges, you have spooky castles you can fly around, or you can have open field. So for this I chose the open field. This is available on iOS and Android. So starting off, it was a bit confusing to me because the whole of the user interface here really does look and feel quite busy, and that annoyed me quite a bit. I had to take quite a while before I could actually realise that you had to push a button to one key take off, and then it took a little while longer then to actually be able to hone in on my quadcopter and actually fly it properly. Once I got used to it though, I found that it was actually quite intuitive and that all the buttons didn't bother me, but that first reaction really was far too busy. The graphics are good. The quadcopter is good. It's got one really massive annoying factor, and that is that you have to stop flying your quadcopter and push the ascend key in order to actually increase your altitude. There's no way you can do that with the left hand throttle, which is very, very annoying. You have 3 speed modes on this particular quadcopter, which are activated by the little push button. All in all, I found that you have multiple views. I found it very, very good, very easy, quite intuitive, and more so very colourful. Next up we have RC Planes 3. So if you didn't want to just do your quadcopter flying, if you wanted to step out into the fantastic world of RC planes, then you can do that. This is available for iOS and Android. So once you start off, you choose what plane you want to use and where you want to use it, and then the game will begin. But one very small factor which did play quite a big part in fact, and that is the loading screen. As you can see, it takes so long. This was actually played on my iPhone 8, so not exactly a very slow phone. Now, time of day is good. You can change that so it can follow your actual time of day. So if you play in the night, you will get a nightscape. Taking off and overall controls were quite easy, although I did find the roll movement to be a little bit annoying and quite overly sensitive. It didn't really feel as realistic or as true to life as it would if you were actually piloting an RC plane. But to be fair, with these nice landscapes, good graphics and intuitive controls, I actually did find it quite nice after a little while, although it did take me a while to get to that part. Next up we have Nitro RC, which is out on iOS. So this is a little bit of fun indoor car game where you use your gyroscope in your accelerometer in your phone to move left and right, and you just push the up arrow on the bottom right and the down arrow on the bottom left if you want to reverse or go forward. Now I'm not sure if you can alter sensitivity controls, but I did find it, as you can see, it doesn't turn corners easy. You can't even really skid. I found the controls quite annoying, and overall my satisfaction level with this wasn't great. I completed this one course and then I decided to quit out of the game, but I have actually put it up here because it is one of the better RC racing car games. Next up we have Absolute RC Heli Sim, and this wasn't that great. It offers the widest variety of vehicles, from helicopters, planes, quadcopters, cars and boats. It gives you the whole package, but I found the controls absolutely annoying, where you don't really have a sense of pitch, forward or negative pitch at all. You just get a sense of yaw and roll. So I uninstalled it. But that being said, the graphics were quite pleasing, the colours were quite nice, but it was not certainly the best out of the lot of them. So my final thoughts are this. All of them have their own plus points and negative points, but I think my favourite was the Sky Viper RC simulator. I really enjoyed that. It had nice graphics, good controls, but my negative point on this was that it was the interface was far too busy. That being said, it is the best out of all of them. So there we are, folks. I hope this has helped you when you have those horrible stormy days. You can just crack out a sim and have a good little bit of fun with it. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy RCing.